Hi everyone. In this video, I would like to explain about benzoin condensation. For more organic chemistry related topics, you can subscribe my channel and click on bell button for upcoming videos notifications. So coming to the benzoin condensation. So first you can see the reaction so that you will get the clear picture related to the benzoin condensation. So here you can see that 2 moles of benzaldehydes undergoes condensation in presence of catalyst, that is sodium cyanide or potassium cyanide, that leads to produce the condensation product, that is benzoin. So this reaction that is proceeded in presence of water and ethanol, this is nothing but called as benzoin condensation. Once again I repeat, 2 moles of benzaldehyde undergoes condensation in presence of catalyst, that is sodium cyanide or potassium cyanide, that leads to produce benzoin. Benzoin is nothing but 2-hydroxy 1,2-diphenyl ethanol. So let us discuss the benzoin condensation. Here you can see that condensation between two molecules of benzaldehyde. Condensation between two molecules of benzaldehyde to form benzoin in presence of a cyanide catalyst, such as sodium cyanide or potassium cyanide, or even in place of cyanide catalyst, we can use thiamine, that is nothing but vitamin B1, which is also used as the catalyst in this particular benzoin condensation reaction. Here you can see that the catalysts that are used in this particular reaction, that is sodium cyanide or potassium cyanide, or we can use the thiamine, that is vitamin B1. They acts as catalysts because all those are good nucleophiles. They behave as good nucleophiles so that they can easily involved in the particular benzoin condensation, because the benzaldehyde, which is used as the starting material in this reaction, which is the aldehyde derivative. So the aldehyde compounds, so they can easily undergo the nucleophilic addition reaction. So in this case, whatever the cyanide compounds or thiamine, which is used as the catalyst, okay, they act as good nucleophiles, okay, and they can stabilize the intermediate ions which are produced in the reaction process. They can stabilize the intermediate ions which are produced in the reaction process, and finally at the end of the reaction, those particular nucleophiles, they can easily removed from the reaction. That means excellent leaving groups at the end of the reaction. So because of that reason, the catalyst that has sodium cyanide, potassium cyanide or thiamine, they act as a good nucleophiles, and they can stabilize the intermediate ions which are produced during the reaction process, and they act as a excellent leaving group. Coming to the mechanism of benzoin condensation. So here you can see the first step, that is formation of cyanohydrin. The first step, that is formation of cyanohydrin. So how the cyanohydrin that is produced? Very simple. Here you can see that in the first step, 1 mole of benzaldehyde, it reacts with catalyst. So benzaldehyde, aldehyde compounds, they can easily undergo the nucleophilic addition reaction. So based on that, our sodium cyanide or potassium cyanide consisting of cyanide ion is the nucleophile. Cyanide ion is the nucleophile. So that nucleophile which is going to be attached onto the carbonyl carbon, because in case of carbonyl compounds, oxygen is more electronegative, so that bonding electrons, pi bond electrons are taken up by the oxygen, so that oxygen gets the negative charge and carbon gets the positive charge. It loses the bonding electron, so that the positive charged carbon, it takes the nucleophile, nucleophilic addition. So that cyanide moiety that is attached to the carbonyl carbon. And here you can see the oxygen, it gets the negative charge. So you are going to get the alkoxide ion. So this alkoxide ion, it takes the proton from water. So in this reaction, we are using water. So the water consisting of H plus and OH minus. So the alkoxide ion consisting of O minus, it takes the proton. It takes the proton from water that leads to produce cyanohydrin derivative. So here you can see that at O minus, it takes the proton from water. It produces the OH moiety. Okay. So this is called as cyanohydrin. Why? Because previously in the benzaldehyde, carbonyl moiety is there, C double bond O, which is connected to hydrogen. That is aldehyde. But here you can see that the cyanide group that is extra that is added, as well as hydrogen that is added to the oxygen. That's why this particular compound is called as cyanohydrin derivative. And coming to the second step, in the second step, the cyanohydrin derivative that is produced in the first step, it reacts with another mole of benzaldehyde. It reacts with another mole of benzaldehyde and undergoes condensation that leads to produce the new bond between the carbon-carbon. Carbon-carbon means one of the carbon that is related to the cyanohydrin derivative and another carbon that is related to the second mole of benzaldehyde. So cyanohydrin and second mole of benzaldehyde undergoes condensation in the second step. So how it takes place? You can see that. So here you can see this is the cyanohydrin derivative that is produced in the first step. Okay. So here the cyanohydrin derivative. Okay. So from the cyanohydrin derivative, the proton which is abstracted from that OH minus ion. So in the first step, that OH minus ion that is left over. So that OH minus ion, it takes the proton from that cyanohydrin derivative. So in such condition, here you can see that the nitrile group that is there, or cyanide group that is there, it consisting of one sigma bond and two pi bonds. From that, one of the pi electrons are taken up by the nitrogen, because nitrogen is more electronegative than carbon. So that carbon, it gets the positive charge. To nullify that positive charge, so during that process, the OH hydroxide ion, it takes the proton, so that this carbon and hydrogen bonding electrons are shifted to these two carbons to nullify that positive charge, so that you are going to get the negative charge on the nitrogen by taking the pi electrons. Here you are going to get the double bond between the two carbon atoms. So like that, which is rearranged. Okay. By the abstraction of proton by the hydroxide ion, it is going to produce like this. In the next step, what happens means, again the nitrogen consisting of extra lone pair of electrons comes back into the carbon nitrogen. Okay. At the same time, the carbon-carbon double bond consisting of those pi electrons which are shifted to this hydroxyl group consisting of carbon. So that here you are going to get the carbon which is having negative charge. Okay. You can remember that here you are going to get the negative charge, and this carbon-carbon, carbon nitrogen triple bond, again it get backs. Okay. By transfer of nitrogen consisting of lone pair of electrons to this carbon and nitrogen. So now you can remember that here you are having negative charge. Okay. It reacts with the another mole of benzaldehyde. This is the another mole of benzaldehyde. So here you can see that this is the benzaldehyde in which carbonyl group is there, C double bond O. Oxygen is more electronegative, so that bonding electrons are taken up by the oxygen, so that carbon, it gets the positive charge. Okay. And here already it was told that the nitrogen consisting of lone pair of electrons are comes back into the carbon and nitrogen, and the carbon-carbon pi electrons which are shifted to this carbon. So here you are having negative charge on this hydroxyl group containing carbon. So this negative carbon which is going to be bind with this positive charged carbonyl carbon. So like that, the carbon-carbon new bond that is going to be produced by the condensation, that is by nucleophilic attack. Nucleophilic attack. So here you can see that nucleophile is nothing but whatever the negative charge that is there on this particular carbon, it acts as nucleophile, which is going to be attack onto the carbonyl carbon. So with that nucleophilic effect or nucleophilic attack, you are going to produce this particular alkoxide ion, oxygen containing negative charge. That benzaldehyde, second mole of benzaldehyde oxygen, it takes the carbonyl pi bond electron, so that this oxygen, it gets the negative charge, so that this carbon-carbon new bond that is produced. And this portion that is related to the cyanohydrin portion, and the right hand side portion that is related to the second mole of benzaldehyde. Okay, so like that, here the carbon-carbon new bond that is formed by this condensation, so that you are going to get alkoxide ion in this step. Coming to the next step. So in the third step, whatever the condensed alkoxide ion that is produced in the second step, that condensed alkoxide ion, it undergoes proton transfer, and the nucleophile group, whatever the cyanide nucleophile that is there, again, which is going to be dissociated from the molecule, which is going to be leave. Okay, proton transfer followed by leaving of that cyanide group, both are going to be takes place in the third step. So how it happens, you can see that proton transfer. So a hydroxyl group consisting of oxygen hydrogen bond is there. So from that, the hydrogen without its bonding electrons, it is transferred to the oxygen. It is transferred to the oxygen. So here this proton that is transferred to this alkoxide oxygen. In such condition, the hydroxide group consisting of bonding electrons are shifted to carbon and oxygen. Okay. At the same time, the carbon and cyanide group consisting of bonding electrons are shifted to cyanide group. So like that, the cyanide group which is leaving. Okay. So proton transfer and leaving of nucleophile component. Okay. So this is the proton which is present in the hydroxyl group. From that, the hydroxide group consisting of bonding electrons are transferred to this carbon and oxygen bond, so that here you are going to get double bond. At the same time, the carbon and cyanide bond consisting of electrons which are shifted to cyanide group. Okay, so which is going to be leaved from the structure. So proton transfer and leaving of cyanide moiety, so that finally you are going to get the structure that is benzoin. So here you can see that a hydroxyl group consisting of bonding electrons are transferred to the carbon, so that here you are going to get double bond O, C double bond O. And previously this particular carbon which is having cyanide group, which is leave. Okay. And here this oxide ion, it gets the proton transfer. By that, here you are going to get OH group. So this is nothing but benzoin. So this is the mechanism of benzoin condensation. And coming to the applications of benzoin condensation, so such type of aromatic aldehydes compounds undergoes benzoin condensation. So here you can see that it is also benzaldehyde derivative, but at the para position we are having methoxy group. So this is nothing but para-methoxy benzaldehyde or 4-methoxy benzaldehyde. So 2 moles of 4-methoxy benzaldehyde, when it on benzoin condensation in presence of cyanide catalyst, that is sodium cyanide or potassium cyanide. Okay. So here also you are going to get the product that is related to the benzoin type of product, condensation product. But here extra thing that is there in the benzaldehyde derivative, that is at para position you are having methoxy groups. So based on that, in the final product, you are having methoxy groups at the para position of the phenyl rings. So those are nothing but extra components. So dimethoxy benzoin. Okay, those methoxy groups which are present at para position of the phenyl rings. That is one of the application. And another application here you can see that you can use the furfural. It also undergoes this benzoin condensation. Here also it is a type of aromatic aldehyde, but here the aromatic ring that is heteroaromatic compound, that is furan consisting of aldehyde, furfural. So 2 moles of furfural, it undergoes benzoin condensation, same as that of benzaldehyde. Here also you are going to get similar type of condensation, but here in place of phenyl ring, you are going to get the furan moieties. And some other applications of benzoin condensation, that is, benzoin is used in hardening of different polymers. Benzoin is used in hardening of different polymers, and not only for hardening of different polymers, the benzoin condensation, okay, it is used for the production of polymers for monomers. Benzoin condensation method, which is used for production of polymers for monomers. And this benzoin condensation, which is also helpful for the production of heterocyclic compounds, for the production of heterocyclic compounds. Like here you can see, if you are using furfural, so in case of furfural, you are having heterocyclic moiety, that is furan. So like that, by that method, you are going to produce the heterocyclic compounds synthesis. So like that, if you can use other heterocyclic aldehydes, you are going to get the benzoin condensation type of product with heterocyclic ring in that structure. So like that, some heterocyclic compounds that can be produced by using this benzoin condensation method. This is about benzoin condensation. If you like this video, please share the video and subscribe my channel for more organic chemistry related topics. Thank you. Thank you.